Hello everyone. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Splatoon 3 Nintendo Switch Pro controller, the limited edition one. This controller was supposed to come out when Splatoon 3 came out, which was September 9th. I'm pretty sure some people were able to get it right on release. I did have to wait about a week. Today, September 16th, but I was able to pick it up. And so we're just going to go ahead and open her up and take a look and then see if we can compare it with some of the other Pro controllers that I've got on hand as well. So because I don't really want to mess with the tape on top, I will just kind of try to pop it out from the bottom. But I did just kind of want to show up the different sides of the box. Now, one thing I will say is also, if you're shopping for the second hand later on, one thing that you always want to be looking for is, if there's pictures of it, make sure that it has that Nintendo logo in the front as well as on the back of the controller. And also, be careful when you look at the boxes, because a lot of times the boxes will look official like this. It'll be red with the design and stuff, but just be careful, because some things you notice is maybe on the logo itself it might be like a picture of the Switch console itself, or it might just say Switch instead of Nintendo Switch, and it might just say like special or something on the side. And that goes for both English and Japanese boxes. This is the Splatoon 2 box that I purchased secondhand, but the Japanese one, and you can see that the overall design is the same. But just be careful making sure you're looking at those details on the box, and if you can see the controller itself. So let's go ahead and try to open this up and see what it looks like. I don't mind if I dent a little bit here. There we go. Alright, it's got the little wrapped in styrofoam here. Let's see if we can close that up, make it nice again. These go in. Okay, I can live with that. Put that on the side. So it's going to come with the USB-C cable. Now, the controllers will always have that little sync button at the top, but if you've got stubby fingers, and those are a little bit tricky to access, the fastest way to sync a controller to your Switch itself is just connect this to the console on the side, and then just plug it in, turn it on, give it a couple seconds, and it should sync right away. Especially when you're switching back and forth between consoles. We have multiple docks and multiple consoles, so it's a little bit faster for me to do that. Alright, so we've got the controller here. It's blue and yellow. I think they're trying to go with the I guess it's like a yellowish green. I think they're trying to go with the colors of the idols of Splatoon 3, Shiver and Fry. Oh, we gotta remove this. It's got the little protector plastic on here. There's that sync button that I told you about that some people might have a little trouble getting in if you don't have like a pen or pin or something. So yeah, so it looks like they went with the design of the idols, and we can see here we've got that Nintendo Switch logo in front and on the back as well. And what's cool about these is that they're still doing the whole semi-transparent look that you'll see on these controllers that they've been doing like way back in the day. Although you can't really see the circuits, the little circuits that you would see on the earlier models of the Pro controllers, which I'll show in just a sec. But you can see it's got it's got some little ink splat designs on there, both in the front and on the back. Looks like we can see some of that little graffiti art. That's cute. The graffiti art that's on there, some of the squid language on there, a couple of squids. Looks like a squid with his tongue sticking out, I'm not sure. But yeah, so cool looking controller. And I did want to just quickly compare it too with the previously released controller, the Splatoon 2 one, which is right here. Now with the Splatoon 2, they also decided to go with the color scheme of the idols of Callie and Marie, and I've got the amiibo here so you can kind of take a look what they were going for. So they're trying to go with the color scheme of the idols, and I think that works pretty well. I like the color design that they went with this. And just like with the other one, you've got the splats on there, you got the ink dripping on the front, some of those stickers, graffiti, and on the back some more. So it's a little bit different, but still pretty cool. And actually, I'm more partial to blue and yellow just because those are the colors of the school I went to. So go Bruins. So yeah, so that's the new controller. That's the previous release. And I just want to also just kind of show off some of the other Pro controllers. By generally speaking, if there's a special edition, I try to pick it up. I've got every single one, I think, except for the limited, like the super limited Evo, Smash Brothers, and PAX East, PAX West Splatoon controllers. Those are both kind of gold shaded. And also the regular Smash Brothers controller, the white one. I have not picked that up yet, but I should be able to get it secondhand. I see it running for about anywhere from $80 to $100. It's not the worst thing in the world for a used controller, especially something that was limited. So this is the original Pro controller. Now you can see I mentioned it's semi see-through, and you can kind of see the circuits down there. There's no extra little designing on it since it's not tied to any game, but you can kind of see what they were going for with the circuits and stuff. So you can see through that. In the back as well, you see the Nintendo logo. Now, the other reason I like the Pro controllers is that they tend to not deal with the Joy-Con drift that the Joy-Cons do. So I'm glad I've never had to deal with any drift on any Pro controller. And another first-party controller they released is the special one for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They went with the little Monado imprinted on there, and then you've got kind of like a cherry red thing going on and a blue-green thing going on here. And once again, you can see that this one, you cannot really see the circuits behind it, but you can kind of see through the controller itself. Now, this one, they didn't go for clear back. They just went with the same reddish color for the back of this one. Now, this one's also another great controller. Feels good. And actually, I'm going to have to talk to my kids about that. Looks like the rubber came off of that one. I probably need to fix it. I've got a couple controllers that I need to do small repairs on. I've got 2 Joy-Cons that with broken sticks, the R3 button doesn't work, and now I have to get a replacement rubber for that one. So yeah, I'll talk to my kids about that when they come home. Now these aren't first party, but Capcom is third party, but they did release a couple special edition controllers for Monster Hunter Rise. You've got the gold one, which was styled after the Magnamalo monster, which was the cover monster for that one. And then when they released the DLC Sunbreak, they also released a silver controller for the cover monster for that, Malzeno. You can see they've also got the same kind of semi clear top, and you'll see that with the Malzeno one, they did an extra little detail. So you've not only got the silver kind of coloring here, but also there's a bunch of little bats you can see at the top. So I thought that was pretty neat. Just this regular old back. Oh, turned that one on. So those are all the controllers that I have on hand. Like I said, I don't have the Smash Brothers white one. But one of the other things that I do like about the Pro controller is when it does show up on the Nintendo Switch screen when you're kind of setting up your controllers, if it's got colored handles like the Splatoon ones or the Xenoblade one, it'll actually show the colors, kind of like with the Joy-Cons. When if you've got the color Joy-Cons, it'll show the color that you're using, and that will appear also on the controller screen, which I will show in just a sec. So let me go ahead and just turn all of these guys on. So it looks like the original Pro controllers, player 1, the one of the Monster Hunter ones did turn on, that was player 2, so we'll just turn on the other one just so you can see that all of those unfortunately just show up black, which I guess is fine. It's not like they could do the little design on there, but I thought that'd be kind of neat if they did. And I'll turn on the Xenoblade one next and the Splatoon one next. And you can see that most people think that you can only hook up 4 controllers at a time. You can actually, as far as I know, you can set up to 8. Because you can play Smash Brothers up to 8, all with Pro controllers or a mix of Pro controllers and Joy-Cons. So you will see all of those on the screen. Now, I actually haven't set this one up yet because you just saw me turn it on and open it. But I will be using the charging cable that I just got. And I will go ahead and sync that up now, just so we can see what it looks like on the screen. And I'll do that right now. Just bear with me 1 sec. It's actually a pretty long cable. I thought it was going to be like those little short little ones, but this one's actually pretty decently long. That's pretty cool. And that's gonna go in, and let me turn it on, and you should see it in just a sec. Okay, there you go. Now another cool thing that you notice is not only will you see on the screen what player you are, but you'll get these little indicator lights, 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of the players. But once you get more than 4 controllers connected, you will see that it will do 2 lights. So this one, since this is the 5th player, this will be this light on, and then this one indicating that this is the 5th player. And for the, let me go back to, bring this guy back. For the 6th player, you'll see that you've got 2 lights on as well. And I'm assuming this will be 7th player, and 8th player, it'll do something else. Maybe all the lights will be on. So yeah, so that's what we've got for today. Showing off kind of a showcase, show off kind of thing with all the Pro controllers. So if anyone wants to comment which design you like the best, or which design you would like for them to make in the future, go ahead and let me know. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. What did they do? Did they just rip it clean off, or?